Another icebreaker topic. This is this real? Are we in a society or are we not?
They made their flight. You did, and you think you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Okay?
I paid for a ticket.
And you didn't pay $25 for an agent assist fee, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I.
You get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you were gonna get on your flight. And you thought you were gonna get on your flight. And you thought you were gonna get on your flight. And you thought you were gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight, and they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight.
Because it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space. This is not your personal space.
This is my stationary.
This is not your personal space.
Frontier.
You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it. We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting the camera on me, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket, and this is your reaction.
This is not just.
You said you're not going to fly the airline again, so we might as well help you out.
This is not.
Is this a real company? Yes, it's obvious.
This is not just a black person saying this. It's a Caucasian man saying this too. This is ignorant as hell. This is bad for the company. Shame on this. Shame on this black woman for doing this, and this ignorant stud for doing this dumbass shit too. They both should be. They both should be written up or fired for this shit. This is really out of pocket. Usually what I know in customer service, the customer's always right. So for you to do some shit like this, to play this type of game, you should be gone from this company. And this is bad for the company at the same time too. For these two individuals to record the customer, to do all this because the customer's recording you, it's asinine. It's crazy as hell for you to do that. So, and you guys think that it's okay to be like that. And then you got this man right here. They all should be fired.
Look what he said. She said something about you didn't pay an agent fee or something. Listen.
They made their flight. You did, and you think you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Okay?
I paid for a ticket.
And you didn't pay $25 for an agent assist fee, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
You didn't pay $25 for an agent assist fee. So that's how they get you in the fees.
Say 30 minutes later.
Frontier Airlines reminds me of Spirit. I flew Spirit to Chicago because I'm like, oh, the planes are yellow. The ticket's kind of cheap by comparison.
Fuck.
Not that much cheaper. I flew Spirit.
Hell no.
This was back before the
stories of Spirit.
Yeah, I didn't see all those internet stories about Spirit Airlines prior to this.
Never.
So when I flew Spirit, it was back in like 2019.
Okay.
So when I flew Spirit, without knowing about the social media memes and the bad reputation that Spirit has, I had the worst experience of an airline ever with Spirit. The customer service wasn't great. The planes were old, small. The seats were small, dated. I was uncomfortable. Just cheap. And I told myself, I have to get off. I'm never flying Spirit again. I will pay an extra $100 and $150.
American Airlines
to be Alaska, which I think is pretty good. Delta, something like that. Freak Spirit. And then I see this, and Frontier and Spirit are like the same freaking thing to me. This is probably worse. Like, this is just Ratchet-esque. The company is bad, like a motherfucker, bro. Like, this is when this type of stuff happens, it's not just the black women's fault. It is the business's business model.
Yes.
This is what they call institutional. Their problems are from the top down. They got that job probably because of their attitude, because of the woman. There's a black woman here who's their manager, it looks like. They call her Mama. And she was just sitting back listening to them just completely go off. So, and then the white dude said, "You're going to, bro, that would have pissed me off even more." When he said that, I would have had thoughts of punching him.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if I'm mad already going through this. This is a nightmare. Seeing her record me, thought you didn't. And then the white guy, who I assume is not going to be ratchet and ghetto and have some common sense, comes and says some of the dumb, "Well, you said you were never going to fly the airline again, so we might as well help you out." That might have put me over the edge to go over the counter and do something that I would regret.
She jumped over and said, "I told you," or whatever, not to put the camera on me either. What did I tell you about putting the camera on me? Who the fuck is you to tell me what I can't do? This is my camera. You didn't pay for this goddamn phone. I have the right to record whatever I want to record.
I guess I'll never. This is a commercial for Never Fly Frontier. Mm-hmm. Frontier will give you this.
Hello.
I just said that I.
Get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my.
I mean, at this point, just give me a refund because I don't want to fly in a plane that got customer service like that.
See, the manager tried to grab her.
She did nothing because she don't want to get punched. She probably afraid of them two motherfuckers. One of them is a freaking dyke.
Yeah.
She don't want to get fired on herself. She probably scared as heck.
This is sad, bro. It's sad for. It's sad.
When they talk like that, they run the ship. They run that whole pod.
At first, I was gonna this is just trash for these two black women. But you hear the white guy say it too. It's like, yeah. So since you said that, we might as well help you. That's some shit. So I agree with you about the company. This is a company thing, and the thing is though, this is still bad business for the higher ups.
Somebody put us. Of course, it got viral. Frontier Airlines worker refused to let a man check into his flight. Taunts him as you. "I paid for my ticket, worker. You didn't pay $25 for agent assist fee. Hello, and you thought you was gonna get your flight. You thought you was gonna get a blah 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 blah." Infuriating. Yes, it is very infuriating because I think there's an update that they have been fired. Frontier Airlines rep says that they were fired after the viral confrontation with the customer. So both of them have been fired. So, well, good for them.
What about the white man?
They should be fired. The white man, I wouldn't fire him. And I wouldn't fire the grandma.
Would you write him up though for what he said?
Yes. I would absolutely give them a warning. Not a verbal warning. I think that the white man should get a written written warning.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that the grandma lady should get a written warning, but I don't think that they should be fired. Just these two. Yeah. Yes.
What's crazy is that they probably was making really good money because working at the airport, and they just fumbled the bag.
The money cannot be that good for them to act like that. I don't think that they were making good money because that's the way you pay your employees is the way that they'll act or represent your company. If you underpay them, you're going to get underpaid quality service. That's why you deal with retail, you get bad customer service. If you deal with high level shit at high establishments, 5-star restaurants, Louis Vuitton, or you go to a big boutique, you get amazing customer service because
the money
it's expected. Because the money
they're getting paid. They're getting actual pay.
Exactly. So I don't think that they actually get because why would these two women want to jeopardize their job like that to the point where you'll mock somebody and then record them and then do all the stuff? Like, I don't think if their pay was good, they would think twice, bro. I think they'll think twice.
Think twice.
It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Well, this show ain't that's hell. Don't go to Frontier. That's the message of the